Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to ATN Bangla. This is Wahiba Rahman with the news. First, the UCB headlines. Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting begins in London with 53 countries attending. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is taking part. China wants to see the 11th parliamentary election as fair and neutral, says Trade Councillor of Chinese Embassy at a news conference. A pall of gloom prevails in Kumilla, Lokhipur and Feni following the death of 6 Bangladeshis in a gas cylinder explosion in Saudi Arabia. And grabbing of land continues in Borishal by filling up rivers. Influentials are involved. Now on to the details. The two-day Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting has got underway in London. Queen Elizabeth II declared the summit open at Buckingham Palace this afternoon, stressing that the forum is growing stronger year by year. Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is attending the 25th summit along with other world leaders. Issues of the 53-member grouping's two-day summit include ocean conservation, cyber security, trade and plastic waste issues. Following the opening, the Commonwealth leaders will participate in the 3 executive sessions at Lancaster House. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will spend a busy day also today in London like the previous 2 days. She will attend an official reception hosted jointly by British Prime Minister Theresa May and Commonwealth Secretary-General Patricia Scotland. Besides, the Prime Minister is due to speak at different sessions of the conference. Later, Sheikh Hasina will attend a dinner hosted by Queen Elizabeth II at the Blue Drawing Room of Buckingham Palace tonight. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has called for further strengthening relations among the Commonwealth countries for creating a stable Asia. Addressing a roundtable organized by Commonwealth Business Forum at the Guildhall in London, she also urged the regional leaders to intensify contacts with the people of Asian countries. Sheikh Hasina lauded the resilience, hard-working ability and talent of the Asian people. China wants to see the 11th parliamentary election as fair and neutral. Stating this at a news conference held marking the first Import Expo in Shanghai, Trade Councillor of Chinese Embassy in Dhaka, Li Guangzuan, said investment of China in Bangladesh is rising. He said narrowing trade imbalance between the two countries is possible by diversifying commodity exports. Currently, Bangladesh's export to China amount to only $100 crore against an import volume of $1,500 crore. BNP Secretary General Mr. Fakhruzzam Alamgir has said it is not possible to realize any demand from the present undemocratic government by waging isolated movement. Speaking at a protest meeting demanding release of Begum Khaleda Zia at the National Press Club, he stressed an united movement to restore democracy. A pall of gloom prevails in Kumilla, Lokhipur and Feni after the death of 6 Bangladeshis in a gas cylinder explosion in Saudi Arabia. After receiving the news of death of their near and dear ones, parents of the deceased are now wailing and fainting over and over again. They are also pressing for return of the bodies as early as possible. The ill-fated Bangladeshis were burned to death after a gas cylinder exploded in their rented house in Hulaifa of Hail province at around 3 a.m. local time. An unrestricted spree of grabbing lands continues in Barishal by filling up rivers, ignoring government ban. The locals allege that certain influential land grabbers are continuing with their carnival of pillage day in a day out. As a consequence, mighty rivers like Kirtonkhola, Sondha and Jayanti are losing their navigability, spurring ecological imbalance. There are allegations of river grabbing even against the city corporation and BIWTA. The DMP Mobile Code has jailed 2 persons for rash driving conducted at Kawan Bazar intersection. The driver of a bus drove away with a policeman who tried to stop it. The executive magistrate of DMP, Moshir Rahman, said this regular drive is being carried out to stop the practice of vehicles to drop and pick passengers at random. Businessmen have demanded to formulate long-term tax and excise duty regimen for flourishing the automobile sector. Participating in a pre-budget discussion with National Board of Revenue (NBR), they presented proposal for change of the existing tax and excise duty in phases. The businessmen claimed that due to absence of government patronization, growth in the automobile sector is being impeded. The chairman of NBR has assured that a trade-friendly tax structure would be formulated for the local industries, including the automobile sector. US President Donald Trump says that if his planned talks with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un are not fruitful, he will walk out. At a joint news conference, he and Japanese PM Shinzo Abe said maximum pressure must be maintained on North Korea over nuclear disagreement. And that's the end of this bulletin. Thank you for staying with us. Allah Hafiz.